biology class. So today I will start with the first chapter, that is chapter 1, the leaf. Today I will start with the first chapter, that is chapter 3, the leaf. So there are many types of useful plants around us, and these plants, they provide us food grains, pulses, fruits, vegetables, sugar, tea, coffee, wood and medicines. And the plants, they are also different in size. They also vary in size. Some are they are all in different shapes. They have all different shapes and sizes. The flowers are also different in shape, size and color. But all these plants, the common parts among all these plants is the two pores. These two pores are common in all the kinds of plants, whether it is small, big, whatever it is. And these pores are the shoot system and the root system. Now, what is the shoot system and what is the root system? The parts of the plant which are above the ground is called the shoot system, and the parts of the plant which are below the ground are known as the root system. And the shoot system consists of the stem, branches, leaves and flowers. The shoot system consists of the stem, branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. But the root system, they consist of only the roots, because only the roots, they are only under the ground. No other parts, all the other parts is above the ground, and only the roots, they are below the ground. Now, the structure of a leaf. What is a leaf? The leaf, it is a flat, thin and broad outgrowth of a stem. It is a flat, thin and broad outgrowth of a stem, and the point or the place on the stem from where the leaves arise is known as the node. And the leaves generally arise or develops from the node, and branches also arise from this node. Now, what is a node? The node is the point on stem from where the leaves and branches arise. Now, the leaf, you will notice that mostly the plants which are around us, the leaves are mostly green in color, but some of the leaves, most of the leaves are green in color, but not all the leaves. Some of the leaves, a few plants do not have green leaves. They have another different colors. So most of the plants leaves, they are green in color, and the shape and size are different. The shape and size of the leaves different in the different plants. In different type of plants, you will see different kinds of leaves, different types of leaves, different shapes of leaves, different sizes. So the leaves, they are various of sizes and shape, and this vary from one plant to another. But mostly all the leaves, they consist of this pores. These 5 parts are the lamina, petiole, midrib, veins and veinlets, and the leaves base. So these are the 5 parts. These are the 5 main parts of the leaf, which all the leaves, they consist. They have all these 5 pores. Now we will learn about all these pores one by in details. Now, the lamina. The lamina, it is also known as a leaflet. Lamina, it is the biological word. And what is the lamina? Lamina is the thin, flat, expanded part of a leaf. It is mostly green in color. So the thin, flat, expanded part of a flower is known as lamina. The lamina, it is almost green in color. The edge of the leaf blade, the edge of the lamina is known as the leaf margin or the margin of the leaf, and the top of the lamina is known as the leaf apex. So the lamina, it is the flat, thin, expanded part of the leaf which is mostly green in color. Now, the petiole. What is the petiole? The petiole is the soft, narrow, cylindrical part of the leaf, which attaches the laminas to the leaf base. So, what is the work of the petiole? The work of the petiole is to attach the lamina to the stem or to the leaf base. So, it attaches the lamina. The petiole attaches the lamina to the stem or the leaf base. And some plants, they do not have petioles and they directly arise from the stem, and that's such plants which do not. So the plants which do not have petiole and directly arise from the leaf base are known as sessile or epetiolate leaves. Now the lamina, it has a thickened vein. It has a thick vein which is running along its center and which is running from the midrib. Which is running from the petiole to the leaf apex. It is starting at the leaf base and it is ending at the leaf apex. This thick vein which is running along the center of the lamina is called the midrib, and the midrib starts from the petiole and it ends at the leaf apex. Now come to the next page. Veins and vein leaves. What is the vein and vein leaves? The many lateral branches arise from the midrib. And these branches are known as the veins. And what are vein leaves? The veins, they again branch out into numerous small branches, and these small branches are known as the veinlets. And the petiole, the midrib, the veins and veinlets, all they help to transport water from the stem to the leaf, and they also help to transport food prepared by the leaf, food from the leaf to the stem. So in this way, the petiole, midrib, veins and veinlets, they help the plant by transporting water and food. Now last is the leaf base. What is the leaf base? The leaf base is a small, slightly swollen part which is at the end of the petiole. So it is the small swollen part which is below the petiole. Now the angle between what is an axil? The angle between the leaf stalk and the stem is known as the axil. So the angle between the leaf stalk, between the petiole and the stem is known as an axil. And what is an auxiliary bud? When a bud grows in the axil of a leaf, that bud is known as an auxiliary bud. So the bud, when a bud grows in the axil of a leaf, that bud is known as an auxiliary bud. Now types of leaves. There are two types of leaves: simple leaves and compound leaves. Now we will learn about these two types of leaves in detail. Now simple leaf. The simple leaf has a single leaflet. It has only one single leaf blade, and it also has an auxiliary bud. The simple leaves, they has a bud which is present in the axil of the leaf, and this is known as the auxiliary bud. So simple leaves, they also have auxiliary buds, and the plants having simple leaves. Some example of plants having simple leaves are people, guava, mango and hibiscus. So in this type of plants, we can find simple leaves. We will find that the leaves are having simple. And in some plants such as prickly poppy and cotton, we will see that the leaflet has many small incisions. But these incisions, they are not very deep. They are light incisions. They are not deep, and so they are not so deep that they divide into distinct parts. So all total they also come under the prickly poppy and cotton. They also come under the simple leaf category. Now the compound leaf. What is the compound leaf? The compound leaves the compound leaves leaf plate is divided into many pores. The leaf plate is divided into many pores, and these pores are known as leaflets. These pores are known as the leaflets. And in simple leaf, we learn that the simple leaf has auxiliary bursts. But in the case of the compound leaves they do not have auxiliary bursts. And some example of plants having compound leaves are neem, akia, galmahar, and those. So these are some plants. Some example of plants which have compound leaves. Now types of leaf venation. What do you mean by venation? The arrangement of veins and veinlets in the lamina of a leaf is called the venation. So the arrangement of the veins and veinlets on the lamina of the leaf is called the venation. And there are two types of venation. There are mainly two types of venation: reticulate venation and parallel venation. Now we will learn about these two types of venations in detail. What do you mean by reticulate venation? In the reticulate venation, the veins and veinlets they are distributed over the entire lamina, forming a network. They are distributed over the entire lamina like a network. And the word reticulate it means net-like. So when the veins and veinlets are distributed over the lamina, throughout the lamina in forming a network, that time we said that time the leaf is said we have reticulate venation. And some example of plants which have reticulate venation are pipal, guava, mango, and pipal, guava, and mango. So they are this type of plants, they have reticulate venation. The leaves of this type of plants are having reticulate venation. Now parallel venation, when the veins and another thing in the reticulate venation, the leaves which are having reticulate venation, there are veins and veinlets. But the leaves which are having parallel venation, there is no veinlets. That is not given in a book, but for your added information, for your extra information, this is necessary for. So another important thing that the parallel venation, they have only the veins, they don't have the veinlets. And the veins, they run parallel to each other. So in the parallel venation, the veins are running parallel to each other. And the leaves of plants, the banana, grass, and wheat, they are some examples of leaves of plants which have which are parallel venation. And in the grass and wheat, in the leaves of the grass and wheat, the veins start from the leaf base and ends at the leaf apex. And in the banana leaf, the veins run laterally from the midrib. Now, arrangement of leaves on a stem. What is phyllotaxy? The arrangement of leaves on a stem is called the phyllotaxy. And there are three types of phyllotaxy. They are alternate arrangement, opposite arrangement, and fold arrangement. So these are the three types of arrangement of leaves or the stem, or these are the three types of phyllotaxy. Now we will learn about these three types of phyllotaxy in details. In alternate arrangement, in the alternate arrangement, only one leaf arises from one node. And in this case, the leaves are attached to the stem in a spiral pattern. The leaves are attached to the stem in a spiral way. And some example of plants have been alternate arrangement of sunflower, mango, and China rose. So these are the three example of plants having alternate arrangement of phyllotaxy. Opposite arrangement. In the opposite arrangement, a pair of leaves. A pair of leaves means two leaves. So in the opposite arrangement, two leaves arise from the same node. The two leaves arise from the same node, but these leaves, they grow opposite to each other. They don't start from the same place. They grow opposite to each other. And plants in plants like guava and jasmine, the leaves they are parallel to each other. They are attached to the stem in a parallel way. And in the plants such as calotropis and basil, the leaves are arranged. The leaves are attached at the right angles of each other on the stem. So this was about opposite arrangement. Now come to the hold arrangement. In the hold arrangement, three or more leaves grow from the same node. So three or more than three leaves grow from the same node. And these leaves are at the same level, forming and as the leaves are in the same level, they form a circle or a hole. So these leaves are at the same level and they form a hole or a circle. Now some plants having hold arrangement of leaves are Nerium oleander or gunner and Allostonia scholaris or the David tree. Okay, now generally dicotyledons plants, the plants having dicotyledons plants, they have reticulate venation. This is about venation, not about phyllotaxy. So dicotyledons plants, they have the reticulate venation. Generally, mostly the dicotyledons plants, they are having reticulate venation, and mostly the monocotyledons plants, they are having the parallel venation. So this was about the venation. So I will not go further. Today I will not go further. So in the next video I will start from functions of a leaf. Now this phyllotaxy, this arrangement of leaves, is clearly given in your book in figure 1.6. In figure 1.6, look at figure 1.6, page 6. If you look, you can see the arrangement, the phyllotaxy, the three different types of phyllotaxy. Then it will be more clear by the diagrams. With the help of the diagrams, the concept becomes more easier to us to interrupt, and it's become more easier to us for interpreting the concept. So today we have learned about the two parts of the plants, that is root system and the shoot system. Then the 5 parts of the leaf, that is the lamina, petiole, midrib, leaf base, and veins and veinlets. Now we also learned that what is an axil, what is an auxiliary bud. Now we also learned about the two types of leaves, that is simple leaf and the concord leaf. Now we learned about the venation, the arrangement of leaves on the lamina of a leaf. The arrangement of leaves. Arrangement of veins and veinlets on the lamina of a leaf is called the venation, and there are two types of venation: reticulate venation and parallel venation. And the arrangement of leaves on the stem is known as the phyllotaxy. And there are 3 different types of phyllotaxy: alternate arrangement, opposite arrangement, and hold arrangement. And mostly the dicotyledons plants, they have the reticulate venation, and the monocotyledons plants, they have the parallel venation. So this was about this video. So next video I will be continuing this chapter, and I will start with page 6. I will start from page 6, the functions of leaves. So bye bye. Please like, share, and comment my video. Please like my videos and comment in the comment section, and please subscribe my channel. And for today, after this, we will meet in my next video. Until bye bye.